Okay, I think I fixed it. Thanks, Nicolette. I see the little bar moving, so I'm pretty sure this is right where I need it. Great. I feel like when you take a week off, my whole computer like resets. All the little settings I have change. Hi, Sarah Hall. Hi, Stephanie. Good morning, everybody. Yee. What's new? I'm gonna finish eating my little bar before we get going, so please hold. Your girl needs some calories. Oh, thanks, Nicolette. Yes, I'm feeling so much better. I just couldn't, like, it was weird last Sunday. We were just doing stuff and biking around, and I was like, oh, I feel kind of off, but like both me and Kamar both felt like we had allergies going on. And then we were just hanging out, and then I felt like a sharp pain in my ear, and I was like, oh. I was like, that's not allergies. So the next day after I canceled class, I was like, okay, like now I'm feeling kind of feverish, and I was like, I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna do a COVID test because if there's anything I know, COVID can be weird and sneaky hanging out around the corner, and it was like immediate. It was immediate. Like, I know this doesn't mean anything, but the line was so dark so fast. So I was like, oh, okay. Your girl is positive. Positively adorable. You know what I mean? So yeah, feeling much better. Luckily, it was very mellow. Like, it just felt like a head cold. So yeah, the last time I had it, I thought I had strep throat. I was freaking out. I was like so sick. So I'm really glad that I got something a lot more chill, because I have so much I want to get done and things I've kind of agreed to, you know, show up for this week. So glad it's out of my hair. Whoop, got through it. Oh. And now we're onward and upward. So on that note, welcome back. We do this class every Monday, and it's a power flow. I'm gonna see how I feel. This is gonna be my first like power type movement since I got sick, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It's my plan to do some binds. So with your shoulders, doing a lot of internal rotation, also some like external stuff potentially. So if you know that Gomukhasana, or trying to get your fingertips back here, is really hard, and you usually like to do it with a strap, and then have a strap handy. I did not mention that in the class description. Blocks are always helpful. And I also, sorry, I have peanut butter mouth. I also, yeah, oh, Nicolette, I was thinking about you. So when we do those things, just don't even worry about it and just do your own thing. We're gonna do similar things for your legs. So we're going to be doing some like eagle stuff. I do want to get to some cow facing on the legs, so we'll see if I get there. I know sometimes I have a plan and then I end up doing a little something different. So I have a rough sketch of where I want to go today. All right, let's see. I didn't make a freshie playlist. I'm like starting one, but it's horribly incomplete. So don't worry about any of that from me. Pick your own thing you want to work with. Have your blocks. Have all that goodness. Let's see. Okay, great. I love this. I'm actually gonna connect, let's see, I wonder if it'll show up like this in my phone. No, it won't. All right, I'm gonna connect my AirPods to my computer real quick and then we'll get started. So get your little comfortable place. AirPods, connect. Great. Let me get to it here. I love technology. Sweet. All right, all right, all right. Also, I have a new baby in the corner. Let's say hi to it. Little palm tree. I just wanted it to feel like a little tropical jungle in here, you know? And I feel like just plants are my way of getting there. All right, I'm gonna grab a strap just so I can demonstrate. Let's see, where is it? Over here. Beep, 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 boop. Beep, 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 boop. Sorry, I'm gonna read the chat. So glad you're on the mend. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, so let's get started seated. So crisscross little applesauce. And like I always offer, if you feel like you need a little bit of elevation underneath yourself to make this easier to start in, then give yourself a little patting under your butt or even stick a block under there. Starting like we do every class, connecting to our breath. We're in our yoga practice known as our pranayama. Yeah, and this is a source of power, a source of grounding, a source of connecting for us, not just in our yoga practice, but when we exit this little rubber rectangle and go out into the world, yeah? So wherever you are in your breath cycle, empty all the air out of your lungs. Take a full, complete breath in. And then exhale. Inhale, breath. And exhale, breath. A little bit different on this one. Take a breath in. Hold it at the top. Sip on another sip. And exhale, let it out. Good. Again, inhale, breath. Hold it at the top. Sip on another sip. One more sip. And exhale out. Nice job. Hands are on your shin bones. We're gonna lift our chest, opening up through the front line. And with your exhale, roll it back and contract. Spread out the space between your shoulder blades, roll back onto your tailbone, and then take that same inhalation, open heart forwards, and exhale back. Good, let's keep going. So all weekend, I've been on a big, like, Aaliyah kick. I'm just like, I miss the 90s. Everything was so rad. All right, the next time we're back in this little contraction, let's roll it 3 times to the right. And when you get back to the front, let's reverse. Nice, last one just like that. And then I want you to sit up nice and tall. Let's bring your arms up overhead. And I want you to connect your palms together. You can bend your elbows as much as you need. Have it in front of you if your shoulders don't really feel warmed up. And then with your exhale, we're gonna take them behind us and try to create a prayer position at our low back, yeah? Good, same thing, bring it up. And exhale, bring it back, try to connect it behind you. Inhale, sweep up. And exhale, take it back. Good. Let's bring it all the way up one more time. Bring the hands in towards heart center. Interlace your fingers, open up the palms to the bottom, and then bring it onto your heart space. And take 3 breaths, feeling those inhalations, those respirations lift up into your palms. Nice. Now flip those palms towards the front of your space. Reach them all the way up towards the sky. And then let's release and circle out your wrists. Nice and slow, moving through honey all the way down to the ground. Keep your left hand on the earth, reach your right arm up. Side bend up and over to your left-hand side. Keeping the right hip down as best you can. Hell yes, bring it back through center, same thing other side. Left arm reaches up, side bend over to the right. Nice, back through center. Let's go one more time over to the left. If you can, lower down to your forearm. Breath in. With your exhale, turn the chest down. And then inhale, open back up. Yes, so good. 2 more times like that. Curl the chest down. Open it back up. Good. Last time, curl your chest down. Open it back up towards the ceiling. Fully extend through that arm, breath in. Exhale, stay in this side arc, but just create a half bind with your right arm. So we just have a little bit of internal rotation. Well, not a little bit, a lot of it. But this right arm is just kind of chilling back here. All right, let's bring that right arm back up. We'll do the same thing up and over to the other side. So right hand comes down, or if you can, right forearm. Yeah, so we're just going for more depth. Left arm reaches up, take a breath in. Exhale, curl the chest down, and then open it back up. So good, y'all. Let's go again, curl down, and open back up. So gorgeous last time, curl it down. Open it back up. Now extend through your left arm and take it into that half bind position. Nice job. Let's re-extend the arm up and bring ourselves all the way back up to our OG position. Roll back onto your tailbone to take your legs forward in front of you. Fingertips are going to come behind your knees. I know normally we rock and roll from a laying down position, but I want to kind of inverse our intention a little bit. So let's go into a boat position. So feet lift, or they can even be close to the ground, doesn't matter, right? And then I want you to rock back, curl your spine, contract your tummy, and roll back up to your boat. Nice, not so bad, right? Curl. And lift. Nice. If you're looking for something a little more advanced, you can even do this without your hands supporting your legs. So much harder. Just getting yourself up on your ass cheeks. Great, last 3. Last 2. Last 1, we're gonna rock ourselves up to the butt and we're gonna hold. Now I want you to lean all the way over onto your left ass cheek. Left ass cheek is where we are. If your butt cheeks are sore, I'm sorry. It's gonna hurt. Good, hold that contraction through the right side for 3. If you've got some good music on, vibe to it a little bit. 2, and 1, all the way over to the other side. Right side butt cheek now. Stay with it, stay with it. That whole left butt cheek is up and off of the ground. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to center. Now open up your legs into a diamond position. If you are still holding the knees, bring your arms to the inside. Little reach, little reach. Up, up, good. Pull it towards your outer shoulders. In, good. In, 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 and in. Good. 8. Good. 7. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross your shin bones, roll forward. And from your all four position, just get a couple of spinal wiggles in. Shift your hips a little bit. All right, let's get your wrists warmed up. Wrists and hands, so important. Okay, so I want you to see your hands, spread them out nice and wide onto the ground. And we're gonna shift forward and backwards with our spine and with our shoulders in a very neutral position. Now your shoulders can have a bit of what's called protraction in them, so we're not squeezing them together, right? We're just kind of keeping them in that neutral space. If you feel like you want a little bit more out of your wrists, spin them around and you can lean back. Yeah. You can even bend into your right elbow, peel the heel of the hand up and off of the ground for even more intensity and a stretch in the bottom of your hands. If you do a lot of things with your hands, like I'm thinking of you, Stephanie, always playing piano, playing guitar, if you're on the keyboard all the time, right? This is a spot in your hand that really needs a lot of TLC because it's always working and always contracting. All right, let's do the same thing on the other side. Yikes. Good. All right, let's come all the way back onto our little kneeling feetsies and give yourself a little shake out here. Great. A couple of hand squeezes to get our forearms nice and warm. Arms are going to reach forward in front of us. Hide your thumbs, wrap your forefingers around them, and then open and close. Good. I'm sitting on tucked toes so that I can also get the added benefit of stretching my plantar fascia or the little connective tissue that's on the bottoms of my feet. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way up to standing and kneeling. Tap out the tops of your feet. Whew. Okay, let's get back onto all fours. And we're gonna head to downward facing dog. You can tuck your toes and do that, or you can press on the tops of your feet and head back. And once you're in your downward facing dog, wiggle out. I'm gonna read the chat. Aw, hi Ashley. Thanks for the plant love. I love our plants too. I want to name this palm. Maybe he'll be Palmela. Palmela the palm. All right, guys. Take a couple more rounds of breath in your downward facing dog. And you can continue wiggling and moving, or you can work through complete stillness in your down dog. If you're doing that stillness, I want you to focus on your shoulders plugging in and being in control. So it should feel like they're almost like wrapping internally, if that makes sense. And then the hands are pushing into the ground. Good. We'll do 2 more breaths here. Yes. And then after that second and final breath, let's lift up our heels nice and high, bend our knees deeply, look to the front, and either step or take a little hop. Hip width distance. Show me what halfway lift looks like for you. And I want you to hold and continue breathing. So I like to lean my weight a little bit forwards into my big toe ball mounds, but still feel like I can lift up my toes, yeah? Push hands either into shins or into the thighs. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And exhale, forward fold. Melt down towards the thighs. Inhale, let's rise all the way up towards a standing position. We'll walk our feet closer together if that feels good for your anatomy. left hand is gonna grab right wrist. And we're gonna side bend up and over towards your left-hand side. I want you to squeeze the inner thighs together and try to stay in and out of your left side waist. So think about diving up and over to the left. Nice, take it back to center. Same thing, other side. Right hand grabs your left wrist, side bend over to the right. Nice, take it back through center. Breath in, release your hands. And exhale, forward fold, take it down. Halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, let's plant our hands and step back to our first high plank. All right, first one of the morning for me. So know that any of these can get modified with your knees down. Notice my hips are still in front of my knees like I'm doing a high plank. But think about our very first little tabletop position slide, right? We were seeking neutral. We were seeking that little bit of protraction in the shoulders. We're here for 3. Last 2. Dynamic movement on 1. Shift forward and then slide back, downward facing dog. Lift the heels, roll forward, back into that planche. And exhale, slide back, yeah? You can still do this on your knees, right? As soon as you get forward, just get it down onto the ground, swoop back, and then lift and lengthen. Let's do 3 more. Good, 2. Nice, last 1. Keep this little contracted position here with knees bent, and let's travel back to the front. Halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. I've got my feet together. Let's side bend to the left. Nice, to center. Side bend over to the right. And center. Inhale, release your arms, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands and step back to high plank. Now we're gonna shift forward and lower all the way down to our stomachs. Nice. Tops of the feet are on the ground, take a second. I was talking to one of my close friends, Meryl, this week, and she was talking about how much she needs to strengthen her back, and yoga can be so great for back strengthening. It's kind of how I got through a lot of issues with back pain, so we're gonna do a little bit of work here for these back muscles, which is gonna include your buns, okay? All right, so first things first, let's get our hands to the outsides of our mat, and we're gonna come up on fingertips and point our elbows up to the sky like little spiders. My feet are hip width distance or even more, right? And they're active, I'm pushing into the tops of my feet. Let's push into fingertips. I know it's a little bit pubic bone smooshy. And then we'll bend the left elbow, dip the left shoulder down and look to the right. The intention is to stretch through the front line of the shoulder. Nicolette, be careful with this one. Inhale through center. Exhale, dip right shoulder, head over to the left-hand side. So again, stretching through the pectoral muscle, the anterior deltoid, some of those connections into the armpits as well. Let's press back up through center. Nice. And then bring it back down. Hands are gonna slide in next to your side body. My elbows are pointing back and the back of my neck is long. Fully relax everything down, exhale. Now inhale, peel up the heart. Good, press into the feet. Press into the hands just 20%. I want you to feel that through your mid-back. Feel those erectors turn on. And then release. Walk the hands back just a little bit. This is gonna feel a little strange. Back of the neck long. Try to lift up through your feet. Good. Legs are nice and extended. Here for 3, 2, and 1. Start to lower the legs and push into the hands. Again, we're working through that sense of cobra. Nice. Bring yourself back down. Slide those hands back just a little bit more. This is kind of their final point. I'm right by my waistline. Back of the neck is long. Let's try to lift up our feet again. 3. Good, 2. Good, start to lower the feet and start to lift up the chest. Nice, pushing, pushing, pushing. We're not going towards an upward facing dog. We're right before it. Nice. Now start to bring the chest back down. The feet are gonna start to lift. See if you can take your hands up and off of the ground. Yes. So everything is up for 3. Good, can the feet lift a little higher? 2. Good, chest a little higher, 1. Bring everything back down. Good job. Push your way back into a child's pose. Good, just finding that oppositional stretch for the back muscles. And then we'll roll ourselves up. Let's do a little bit of Kundalini for our heart space. I want to open this up today. Arms open nice and wide. Close, close. Nice. This is a good place to start in, right? If you're new to this kind of energetic movement, but you can also pick it up, right? Here I feel like my emphasis is trying to pull it forwards, almost like I'm taking this little energy ball at my heart and smooshing it in. Good, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring ourselves back forward and to downward facing dog. Reset, realign. We have one more round of flow with our final little additions. Lift up your heels, bend your knees, look forward. Let's travel. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. And with your exhale, fold. Rise all the way up to standing. Grab for the right wrist, side bend over to the left. Nice, back to center, side bend over to the right. Take it back to center, release, look up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And with your exhale, we're gonna go through our first chaturanga. So hands come down, feet step back. Again, this can be modified, right? Knees down, elbows bend, right? Let's head into that upward facing dog. Press through the tops of the feet, straighten out through the arms. My thighs are up, my knees are up. Exhale, downward facing dog. And let's take a 5 breath reset here. Good, 3 more breaths, my loves. And after that last one, let's lift our heels, bend our knees, look forward, and travel to the front. Let's open up our feet a little bit and head into a malasana, hip opener. We're gonna work through a sun B flow with Warrior 1 and an arm position called Reverse Namaskar. We've already done it earlier when we were doing our boop, 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 boops, yeah? But we're gonna add it in with our positions through our legs. All right. Take one more breath here. And with your exhale, let's press all the way up to standing. Work the feet to hip width distance. Bend into your knees, sit down into a chair. Arms reaching towards the upper hand corner if the shoulders can manage, or at heart center. Let's take a pulse. Good. We'll activate through our legs a bit, activate through our glutes. Nice. Down and up, down and up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it low, reach both of your arms back behind you. Let's activate through the triceps. Pinkies up, pinkies up, pinkies up, pinkies up. Good for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's rise all the way up to standing, arms reach up. And exhale, forward fold, take it down. Good. Halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, let's step our left foot back. Adjust so that your left foot is pointed out and the foot is totally flat on the ground. And then we'll stack. Shoulders up above your hips, warrior one through the legs. This is a tricky one. We may want to widen out our stance a little bit or shorten it depending on our anatomy and how open we're actually feeling today. Arms are going to reach up once we're there. We want some commitment into the bend of the front knee without the outer edge of our left foot lifting up, yeah? Take a breath in. With your exhale, let's bring the arms behind us and try to find that reverse namaskar, yeah? So palms are going to touch, right? Last time we had them pointing down. This time we're trying to flip them so that now our fingertips are pointing up towards our bra strap line or the center of your back if you don't wear bras. Take an inhale here. And with your exhale, let's shift forward. Good. Hold it. Work with your flat spine for 3. Nice, nice for 2. And 1, let's release. Can you reach your arms forward in front of you? Pull the belly up and off of your thigh. Nice. Exhale, bring the hands down. Adjust the left foot so that you're just on your toes. And let's work into a twist. Right arm reaches up towards the sky. Really good, everybody. Roll to outside edge of left foot. Knee can immediately come down to modify for a side plank or Vashisthasana. Take a breath in. And with your exhale, let's return back to a high plank, chaturanga. Upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, knees bend. Travel to the front, halfway lift. And with your exhale, fold. Chair position. Either arms reaching forward or at heart center. Back to those pulses. Let's do them again. Let's go. Down and up, down and up, down and up, down and up. Just drop into some focus here. Yes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it low. Arms are going to extend back. Can you now turn the palms to face up? Nice. Lift it, lift it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Forward fold, take it down. Halfway lift. And with your exhale, step your right foot back. And we're heading into our warrior one other side. So again, foot is flat. Toes got that little bit of a turnout, but we have the commitment of the bend into the front knee. Arms reach up, take your breath in. Exhale, let's go for our reverse namaskar again. So palms touch. Wiggle them towards that center line. Heart space is open. Take a breath in. With your exhale, start to move forwards. Good, it's like you're just hovering up above the ground, but your hip is in control, right? Especially my flexi babies. A lot of us like to just rely, right, on the openness of the hip, but pull back a little bit. For 3, for 2, release the arms and reach forward. Good, stay with me, I know it's tough. For 3, for 2, and let's square off and bring it down to our low lunge. Right hand stays, left arm is going to reach up. Modifications possible for you. Spin and open into our side plank. Good, long lines through that left leg. For 3, for 2, and 1. Let's bring it down. High to mid plank, upward facing. And with your exhale, downward facing dog. Now this can be your resting space between places. Child's pose can be your resting space. If you're looking to get a little bit deeper, something that I want to offer between these two positions is Anahatasana or puppy pose or heart melting. So knees will come down, arms will reach forward, butt stays up in the sky. Yeah, I'm gonna unclip this. Oh. Right. Oh my God, y'all. The shoulders are tight. Now, for a lot of folks, the head is going to be what's connecting to the ground, right? For some people with a little more space, I've got some more space, even though I've got some really old, atrocious injuries in my right shoulder, but I can work my chest and my chin to the ground pretty comfortably. Nice, we're here for 3. Last 2. And we'll bring ourselves up on 1. Bring both of your forearms to the ground. Take a little reset. Let's try dolphin pose after this. Let's just send it, guys. Let's send it. Let's go deeper into our shoulder strengthening. So the way I like to get set up for dolphin is the same way I like to get set up for Pincha Mayurasana. We might throw that in later. This will be good preparation for it. So I like to look down at my forearms. My palms are facing up. And then I'm going to roll all my flesh to the inside by trying to push my arm bones out to the edges of my mat. And then I'm going to turn my palms down and place them onto the ground. You should feel like it's hard to roll your elbows out because you're kind of locked, quote unquote, onto your mat, yeah? Now from here, toes are gonna tuck and you push back. It's almost like you're in a downward facing dog, but with your forearms on the ground. Yeah, and you're trying to like push yourself back, thinking of it the same way where we go biceps by ears in our down dog, right? But this one can be a little more challenging to achieve that level of shoulder mobility. So don't get down on yourself if the biceps are nowhere near your ears, yeah? Because all of this is a process, right? We don't not do these practices because we're not flexible enough or anything, right? We come here to achieve and slowly grow those abilities in our body. Hey, Richard, I think I see your comment over there. All right, we've got 5 more seconds in our dolphin position. Great, and then to get to down dog, little strength challenge, push yourself all the way up, right? It's almost like a tricep extension. Woo! Push, push. And we're in our downward facing dog. All right, different entry point, my babies. Let's lift up our right leg. Let's open up our right hip, and we'll circle things out here. Good, circle them out in the other direction. And then square everything off. Notice I've got this right leg tucked in. Pull yourself forward and then step through to your low lunge. Take a couple of hip flexor hamstring stretches. This is where blocks, if you like to use them, can come in handy. 3, Nice, 2. And let's meet with our front leg bent. Adjust the back foot. We're heading into warrior 2. And then before you can even settle into these straight arms, reaching forward and back, let's reach our right arm straight up and our left arm straight down behind us. Bend into your elbows, yeah? My initial little offering for you is to just have your right hand kind of at the small of your neck. Kind of have it right back here around my neck, and your left arm in a half bind behind you. We're prepping for our Gomukhasana arms. If you know you got that full bind in you today, then you can start to work the fingers closer together, or even grab your strap and work your hands up and down the strap so that the hands get closer. Great. Let's reverse. And with your exhale, release the hands, head into your side angle. Good. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten out through your right arm and the right leg. And with your exhale, come through center, parallel the feet towards the side, and let's head either into a lateral lunge or skandasana or dragon squat. Take a breath in. With your exhale, push yourself into your same lateral lunge or dragon squat over to the other side. Nice, let's square ourselves off to the front. Hands are going to be on the ground or on those blocks you just used. Standing split. Nice. Now you can stay right here, right, working through your splits. I like to take these taps, right, these Shiva squats, not just because they're a great strengthener, but they also give me the opportunity to work through my hamstrings a little more dynamically. Good for 3. Last 2. And let's keep your knee to the calf. I know y'all hate this one, I do too. Hands are gonna come towards your chest. And we're gonna push ourselves all the way up to standing and get prepared for eagle pose, Garudasana. Left leg is going to cross over the right, and we're sitting back almost like we're in a little squat. A block can come underneath this left foot if you're still working on your balance. Yeah, you can even work on a wall or have a chair nearby. Yeah? Great. Now, once you're here and you have your variation, which can even wrap all the way around the back, we're going to work through our arms. So arms reach out, right under left, right? Right under left. Crisscross, and then sink into it. I like to think of myself like a big fat snake wrapping around a log, yeah? Python baby. I'm feeling the Python energy. It's Venus in retrograde right now, if you didn't know. Everything's under the lens right now. Our love, our relationships, our money, everything is ready for examination in this moment. Gorgeous. Here for another breath in and another breath out. Let's release. Rise all the way up to our single-legged mountain. Nice. Warrior 3. Extend through the left leg. Reach the right arm forwards. And then bend into the standing leg. Step back. Low lunge twist. Nice. Side plank with an option here. Grab your right big toe. Let's open up. Ooh. So good. Maybe you let go of that foot, drop it back behind you, work through your wild thing. And then let's bring it back around. Let's go right knee to left tricep, extend it out, fallen triangle. Sweep it back around one more time, high to mid plank. Upward facing, and exhale, downward facing dog. All right, babies, let's do all that on the other side. Left leg is gonna lift, hip is gonna open, and circle things out. All this inversion's making my sinuses drain. Good, reversing those circles. And then keeping everything tucked in right here. Breath in. Exhale, bring it through, step through, low lunge. Hip flexor, hamstring openers. Watch out. Guys, I really miss Lauryn Hill. So we're listening to some Lauryn Hill right now. She ended up on the playlist. All right, front knee is bent. Let's adjust our back foot and open up into our warrior two. Right before the arms even settle to front and back, we're getting ready for that Gomukhasana arm. Here's our intro, right? Nice and relaxed posture, working the same exact arm rotations. Now this is my right side injured shoulder. Internal rotation is very tough for this shoulder. So I go a little bit gentler, and I also like to guide my hand where I want it to go. Right? We make it work. Oh, y'all, that's a feeling. Holy shit. Ah. All right, let's keep this position. Let's head into our reverse. And with our exhale, let's head into our side angle. Ooh, it always feels so good to release that bind. All right, reverse triangle, left leg long, left arm up and back. And with your exhale, let's head into either lateral lunge, whoop, or into your skandasana. You're heading all the way down. Nice job. Take your breath in and exhale. Push all the way over to the other side. Same thing, nice and active here through the legs. Take your breath in, and with your exhale, let's pivot to the front. Getting ready for our standing splits. Right leg lifts. Oh my gosh, she tight. Okay, I'm gonna go for those Shiva taps, because that's what I did on the other side. Tap and lift. Good, I've got 3 more. Last 2. And let's hold that tap on 1. I know you're strong. You can do this. Bring hands to heart center. And then press all the way through the legs. Let's get ready for our eagle Garudasana on the other side. Right leg crosses over, right? It can just be out to the side. You can use that block on the other side to balance. Wall, right? Use your tools. All these little tools are little gifts from the universe. All right, arms out, and let's wrap left, right? Left under right, and then squeeze like a little snake around that log. Good, work through the compression, work through the balance, and focus. Use your eyes to gaze at something unmoving in front of you. Good for 3. Nice, last 2. Squeeze a little tighter for 1. And then untangle. Ooh. Virabhadrasana 3. Big shape. Extend. Push through that left side leg. For 3. For 2. And 1. Big step back into your low lunge twist. Left arm reaches up. Good job, you guys. We're almost out of here. All right, side plank, where I gave you the option for a toe grab here. Rotate and lift. Ooh. Let me try that again. All right, I'm just gonna drop it back. Clearly I need to do some more hip openers. Now from this flip position, we bring it around, left knee, right tricep, extend it out, kick it out, right arm reaches up, fall and try. Nice job. We'll bring it back around, same thing, high to mid plank, upward facing, and exhale, downward facing dog. Now you can stay here, take a child's pose, right? Or you can work through that dolphin pose one more time and try Pincha Mayurasana as your big power move for today. So that's your forearm stand, which you're welcome to use a wall as your support, yeah? A little offering I'm going to make for you is to do your pincha if you're feeling confident in the middle of the room, and try to do eagle legs. Yeah? So same thing, right? We lock our forearms. You can lock them wider if that makes you feel more secure. And then in our pincha, right, we're working up. Now to get into the eagle legs, right, we cross. We cross, we compress. Woo! Y'all, it's serious. It's serious trying all that stuff. All right. So let's get through our last little bits here. I want to try a couple of things. So if you're still playing, of course, you can still play. I don't want to stop you. But let's head into Baddha Konasana, facing the side. So I'm going to face you. So feet together, knees wide. Ooh. And move forwards into your low back. Nice, and then we'll bring ourselves up. And we're gonna head either into our deer position or your half pigeon all the way around. Great, now one little special shape, if you're all the way in your half pigeon like I am and you're feeling really comfortable, I'm gonna give you a variation of, it's not like a horse like you're used to, this is more from Ashtanga dialect, okay? So I'm gonna pull my back knee in, right? And you can use blocks to kind of help you up and work into this. But I'm gonna bring my right foot into a lotus position. Right, so it's all the way up into my hip crease. And then I'm gonna try to come all the way up to standing. If your knee is like, hell no, I'm not doing this, and your ankle's like, hell no, I'm not doing this, then don't do it, yeah? Yeesh. And then to add on through your arms, left under right. Create that eagle shape one more time. Great, release your arms. Bring it back down to the ground. And let's slide through center. We'll all meet back in our Baddha Konasana. And we'll do all that on the other side, which you should feel pretty good to like rotate into your deer, because I'm sure this knee is craving a little bit of extension. All right, if you tried that special little addition, back knee is gonna slide in. Same thing, block can help support you as you get the outer edge of your left foot into your half lotus. And then of course, we're coming up slow, we're coming up mindful because we do not want to what? Hurt ourselves. Yay, don't hurt yourself doing yoga. We wanna get better, right? All right, and then once you're feeling like you're in an okay place, you're feeling pretty safe, arms reach out, and then you work through your eagle position. So right goes underneath the left. I'm trying to not squash my microphone. We'll see, it might, oh God, no, that doesn't work either. Are you gonna stay there, microphone? We'll see. All right, so we got our bind, and we're going through it one last time. Nice, last little round of breath. And then we'll release. I like to hinge forward to get out of it. And we slide back through. All right, let's take ourselves back through center, but we're gonna do a straddle to finish off. So legs nice and long, tap things out a little bit, and you can do this passively, just working yourself down. If you would much rather do something active, especially if you're really wide through the legs, maybe close it up a little bit, and then open up through your arms and start to work through your pancake, but floating up above the ground. It's very active, very muscular. For 3, nice for 2, and then get into your pancake. All right, we got one last breath. And we'll bring ourselves all the way back up. Scoop up the bottoms of your knees. Let's shift yourselves back to the front. And we're gonna either finish sitting cross-legged if you would like to keep your energy a little up and elevated, or you can lay down all the way flat on your back. We're gonna take another twist from here, but again, you can take this twist either seated or on your back. All right, if you're on your back, bring your right knee towards your chest, twist it to your left, yeah? And if you're up seated like I am, bring your left hand onto your right knee and rotate to the right. Nice, we'll all spend one more breath here. And then we'll twist in the other direction. So if you're on the ground, left knee comes to chest, it turns to your right. And if you're seated, we'll turn to your left. All right, let's bring you back to center. And if there's something I left out that you need, you can take it here, or you can go through these final moments in our meditation. Try to let your eyes be soft, your jaw soft, and your breath steady and effortless. Okay, we'll take 3 more breaths here. Whether you're seated or on your back, we'll bring hands to heart and hands to belly. And taking a moment of gratitude for our bodies today, where we have arrived today in this space that we share both in person and on the internet. To each and every one of you, I am so, so, so grateful. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for your flexibility last week while I was sick. I'm excited to come ripping and roaring back into this week. Amazing job, everyone. Oh, that's going to be a fun one to explore this week. You guys did so great. Sorry, Ashley, that is the name. There's no more votes. The votes have been counted. Pamela Fronders. I'm like crying. That is so good. Oh, thanks, Stephanie. Oh, you're so sweet. What a treat you all are. I feel like the luckiest lady in the world. Pamela. Pamela Fronderson. I also got this new baby. She's so pretty. So I was out I was trying to shop for some new plants. I was like, I would love a new marble queen. But as I was going to all these plant stores, everything was so expensive. And I went to Lowe's. This was like $5. So, whatever this marbly babe wants to be, I hope she grows strong and happy. She's next to my very ambitious neon pothos, so hopefully my little jungle crew stays strong. such beautiful variegation, like super bright white and then super dark green. I was like, I need it. Right. Nicolette, you have clippings for me? I would love some clippies. My mom actually came over yesterday with a ton of plants. Both my mom and my dad, both. They're like, hey, come over, take a plant. So, you know, plants are aplenty here. Thanks, Sarah. It is cute. So really quick before we all have to scoot, schedule for this week. Tomorrow, I'm teaching 3 times in Hermosa. Thanks, Richard. I'm going to be subbing hot yoga bar at 11:30. It's 50 minutes. And then I'll be teaching my regular non-heated yoga bar at 5:30, 6:45 power flow. Wednesday, we have our quick core. Yeah, it's on YouTube, but it's private and it's exclusive for Patreon members. That's at 10 o'clock, same time as this one. And then I'll be teaching at Sony at 5:30 p.m. for the employees. Thursday, we have beginners class, noon for West Coasters, 3 o'clock for East Coasters, 2 o'clock, yeehaw. And then Friday, I'm having my first in-person event here at our studio. Really excited to bring some people in. It won't be streamed. It'll just be us, nice and intimate little group. And it's gonna be so amazing. I'm just gonna trick out this room a little bit more, make it really comfy, cozy, do a flow, do a sound bath for my attendees, and then we'll have some tea and snackies around the fire. I'm really excited. I know, Stephanie. I'm so excited. It's gonna be so fun. Yeah. Like all weekend we were here and we were testing out the lights, and I'm gonna have a projector and we're gonna project some really beautiful imagery, and I just think it's gonna be fucking awesome. So I'm gonna go shopping for little snacks and teas today. Yeah, Sarah? Hey, sometimes my core isn't up for it either. But I'm like, I guess it's time to do my core. But you know, core classes are great because not only do we do, you know, what we all think of as core work, which is abs, we do abdominal, back, hips, butt, we do everything because all of these structures, even all the way up to here in our back, is part of our ability to have really good upright posture. And that's what core is all about, just making sure that we're posturally sound so that we can, and this will be my selling point, when our core is strong and our proximal elements are strong, we usually can decrease the possibility of us getting injured, because when we're staying strong and stabilized at our core, everything else kind of stays strong, right? So proximal work for your distal elements, some of the best stuff you can do, and it really does make everything else better. Yeah, not just moving around, but when you go to work or when you're, you know, I know Ashley has talked about it a few times, just doing household shit. You're like, wow, it doesn't hurt to bend over and do little things. And so it's really helpful to have all those things together. Oh, thanks, Stephanie. Thank you. Yes, stabilization's so great, Sarah. Well, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. I only have one more thing on my list. I'm going to meet it up with some friends at a restaurant for lunch. I'm going to be camping with Death Guild at Burning Man this year, and we're having, well, some of them are in town from Comic-Con, so I'm going to see some of them at a little lunch today. Squeeze all of them before I see them in the dirt when everybody's dusty and cranky. See everybody freshly showered. So that should be fun. I'll actually be teaching a class at Burning Man on Wednesday. I'll be teaching a rage yoga class. Wrap your lips around that. I just love it because Burning Man is full of hippies and there's lots of yoga classes and shit there. But this will just be a comedically funny class. get everybody to, you know, do yoga stuff. Oh, Ashley, I know. You can be my little pocket baby. It kind of makes me think, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Adventure Time, one of my favorite adult slash kid cartoons. But Jake and, oh my God, what's his name? What's the other guy's name? Finn. Finn likes to sometimes, like, Jake is this dog and he like can shrink down to a tiny size. And sometimes he puts him in his little pocket. So you can be my little Jake and I'll put you in my little booby pocket. All right, kiddos, I'm gonna let you get back to your Mondays. Thank you again for spending the beginning of yours with me. I'm also gonna try to stream on Twitch this week. Maybe I will today, but I'm planning on Thursday. So that'll be fun. Doing a little bit of everything. Love you, Nicolette. I'd love to be your Jake. Yay! Be my Jake. I'll be your Finn. All right, kiddos. Love you all so much. Take wonderful care of yourself this week. Show yourself some love. Ripple love into the world around you. And I'll see you guys next time.